Just a quick disclaimer. This video is entirely educational. What I'm showing is simply an example, not any kind of financial guidance. Everyone's outcomes vary, so take it as a reference to learn from. When I first got into crypto, I had zero strategy. I was just glued to headlines and dumping cash into whatever looked hot. For a while, it seemed like I'd cracked it. The balance kept ticking up. Then one brutal crash erased everything overnight. That was the wake-up call. I didn't run a repeatable system. I nearly ignored a painfully simple routine I eventually discovered, but making it a daily habit flipped the script. Discipline beat impulse. I tuned out the chatter, and I followed the plan. That routine made my returns consistent. I'll show you the whole method step by step. But before we dive straight into the system, there's one hurdle you've got to be aware of. It's the exact place where most beginners trip up. I still remember firing up Pump Fund for the first time and thinking, man, this looks way too simple. The layout was so clean it tricked me into thinking I knew what I was doing. But once I started digging around, small bugs started showing up underneath. They seemed harmless at first, but those little problems can stack up fast if you don't handle them early. So before we move on, let's smooth them out and keep everything running solid. Open up Photon and switch the filter over to Pump Fund. Right away, you'll notice a non-stop stream of tokens racing across your screen. It's like watching a freeway packed with cars flying by. New ones keep showing up every second, leaving you almost no time to blink. Everything updates in real time, smooth and constant. If you pause for even a heartbeat, the moment's gone. This part is all about staying sharp and reacting fast. Now switch your filter to Raydium CPMM, and you'll notice the shift right away. The chaos fades, and the pace turns steady and controlled. Tokens start appearing one by one, giving you enough time to read the charts and make sense of the movement. Liquidity looks stable, volume flows cleanly, and the caps stay even. This is the zone where the experienced traders hang out. Stick around, I'll show you how to spot the setups that really pop. When I first thought about creating my own token, it felt like some top-secret mission, the kind only hardcore devs could handle. I pictured myself stuck in endless lines of smart contract code, jumping from broken guides to random scripts that never worked. Either I'd lose days of my life or end up paying someone else to do it. Then I ran into MoonTool, and everything flipped. No coding, no stress, just plug in your info, tweak a few settings, and your token goes live. If you've ever made a social profile, you're already qualified. Since then, I've launched several tokens, and what once looked impossible now feels effortless. The first step is getting your logo ready. It's basically the stamp that'll represent your token everywhere. I like using Canva for this part because it's straightforward and makes designs look solid and polished. Your concept can come from anywhere, maybe a trend, a symbol, or even a character that sticks with you. For mine, I'm taking inspiration from Better Call Saul's Nacho, who's honestly one of the coolest characters in the series. Once you upload the image, set it to 128 by 128 pixels. Pause and inspect it closely. If anything looks fuzzy, off-center, or warped, correct those issues until the icon looks sharp and balanced. Those little fixes make your token look a whole lot more professional. When it's spot on, save the file and keep going. Start by opening MoonTool and linking it with your Phantom wallet. The process takes just a second. Once you're on the setup page, enter Nacho Coin for the token name and Nacho for the symbol. The description box isn't required, so feel free to leave it blank. Then upload your Canva logo. Check that it's clear and centered properly, and click Next to proceed. You can skip over the decimals and total supply. MoonTool takes care of those automatically. It all runs in the background, so you don't need to mess with any code or setup steps. Once it's done processing, just click Next to move forward. At the verification stage, you'll notice a small 0.1 Solana charge pop up. No need to worry, it's optional. Personally, I decline it right away and move forward by clicking Next. That way, the whole process stays fast and clean. If you've already got a little community going or a page built around your project, this is the spot to share those links. It's a solid way for new users to find you and stay in the loop. But if you're just starting out, no worries. Raydium doesn't make it mandatory. Just click Skip and move on. Next comes a small 0.3 Solana charge. Consider it your token's lifetime protection. Once paid, the system permanently disables the freeze, mint, and update options, meaning the contract can't be changed again by anyone, including you. It's a simple but powerful way to prove your project is legit. When you're ready, click Launch My Token Now to wrap it up. Hold up a second, this part's important. Your wallet should pop up asking you to approve the transaction, so go ahead and click Confirm. Don't stress if a couple of extra windows appear afterward. That's just the system double-checking everything. Once the process wraps up, your token will be live and permanently locked on the blockchain. Alright, now we're moving into the liquidity setup. Head over to Raydium and create a brand new pool from zero. The platform's layout makes it easy to follow. Every section is clearly marked, so even if this is your first attempt, you'll breeze through without getting stuck. Go to the User Token tab and paste your contract address with care. One wrong character and the link snaps. Verify it twice before moving on. Next, put Nacho as the symbol and Nacho Coin as the token name, then hit Add User Token so Raydium can recognize it. After that's saved, start the liquidity setup. From your 1 billion total supply, I'd lock about 900 million paired with Solana. That mix helps keep trading smooth, drives initial volume, and gives your project momentum. Now comes the part where you choose how much Solana you'll pair with your token. Personally, I tend to hit max, so most of it's connected, but I always keep about 0.2 Solana untouched to cover gas fees down the line. That little buffer saves you from annoying errors or blocked approvals. After that, it's time to select your trade fee. I usually stick with 2%, which keeps trading volume consistent and helps liquidity build smoothly, though you can tweak it to match your strategy. This is the last stage of the setup. Hit Initialize Liquidity Pool, and your wallet will ask for approval. Confirm the transaction, wait a short moment for it to finish, and that's it. Your token is officially launched on Solana, ready for the market and visible to everyone. Launch Photon one more time and make sure the filter is set to Raydium. That ensures only newly listed tokens show up. Go through the list slowly, and once you see your token, you'll know it's officially live and tradable. Keep tabs on your token by opening DEXScreener and loading a chart for any existing coin. Swap the contract address in the link for your tokens, press enter, and all the stats will appear. Another easy way is to just type the token's name in the search bar and choose it from the list. Once the chart pops up, you'll see the price jumping around a lot. It looks chaotic, but most of this comes from bots executing lightning-fast trades to scoop up tiny profits over and over. Their speed is crazy, and normal traders often miss it. This kind of activity usually drives excitement and attracts early buyers looking to get in. Getting in right at launch gives you a jump on everyone else. Holding your position early can help stabilize the price as new buyers enter. Once you're set, the chart often trends upward, letting you profit without constantly trading. You can always remove your liquidity whenever you want, but for now, I'm just watching the chart. At this stage, you'll want to monitor liquidity and market cap closely. Even small moves from investors can create noticeable swings, so stay focused and precise. This part is key for setting the foundation and steering the project's overall progress. Once everything looks aligned, we can move on. First, make sure your wallet is connected to Raydium. It needs to be the same one used to launch your token, or the balances won't show. Usually the connection happens right away. Then go to the Portfolio tab and switch over to Liquidity. Your tokens and liquidity positions should appear. If they don't show immediately, don't stress. Raydium can take 10 to 15 minutes to update. Once visible, click the minus icon, set it to 100%, pick Solana for payout, and press Remove Liquidity. Approve the transaction in Phantom, and keep the window open in case additional pop-ups appear. Once the withdrawal completes, a confirmation window will pop up on your screen. After that, open your wallet to make sure all balances match what you expected. At this stage, everything's functioning perfectly. The platform's stable, and the method works as intended. Maintaining your regular routine keeps this reliability. Once trading activity increases, that's your cue to re-enter. Just so you know, following this method consistently tends to give steady results, and repeating it can make your outcomes more predictable. I'm not partnered with MoonTool, Photon, or Raydium. This is strictly for educational purposes. All the links are available in the description and pinned comment.